Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another video for you guys. Today guys, I want to do something a little bit different for the channel. Today I want to talk about some Arrowverse rumors that have been around for the last couple weeks, last couple of months, and just give my 2 cents really, and just talk about them because I could have easily done a reaction video to something that's been old, like an old video or whatever. But I want to do something a little bit different. You know, I usually comment on rumors on Twitter. I don't normally do videos about rumors on the channel. But I want to do it because, you know what, I love the Arrowverse. And some of these things are pretty interesting to talk about. So let's just talk about these different things and see what you guys think about it. And if you think it's going to happen or if you think it's complete bullshit. You know, at the end of the day, this stuff could or may not happen. Who knows? You know, we really don't know until we see it. They confirm it, announce it, whatever. So let's start off here with the first one, which I think is interesting, but I don't see it happening, but it's interesting to think about. So this rumor came out a couple days ago. I saw on Instagram. Instagram is not a reliable place, I know, but I think it's interesting to talk about nonetheless. Superman Lois will introduce a new Supergirl into the Arrowverse. Now, obviously, this rumor came out after the announcement that Supergirl is ending its run after 6 seasons. And I think personally this is not going to happen. If it does, it's not going to be within, say, season 1 of Superman and Lois. I don't see it happening. Now, of course, with the new multiverse in place, after Crisis and Oliver recreated the multiverse, it's a possibility. It really is. Because what we've been hearing is that we have a new Lex Luthor on Superman and Lois, played by, of course, not by John Cryer, who's on Supergirl. So we have a new Lex over there, essentially like a different version of Lex. So a new Supergirl is not out of the realm of possibility, but I don't see them doing this because I feel like if they're going to bring in a new Supergirl after Melissa departs the show and departs the role, that they're going to wait a little bit. They're not going to just go, okay, well, let's add a new Supergirl. Let's go. I don't see them doing that. But I could be wrong. But interesting nonetheless. Okay, so the next rumor, which we got this covered. Now, obviously, I don't think this is going to happen, but I think it's interesting to talk about. The CW is reportedly trying to convince Warner Brothers to let them do a Batman show. Now, this comes, of course, after the end of Batwoman Season 1. Spoiler alert for Batwoman Season 1, the ending. It is revealed in the last episode, which wasn't planned to be the last episode, but COVID shut them down, that Hush has Bruce Wayne's face. Now, this is supposedly them pushing the idea of supposedly the rumor that they wanted to do a Batman show, which is something a little bit later that for Batwoman as a rumor I'll talk about in a second that really ties into this. Let me actually bring that up right now just so it's all, because it's basically talking about this as well. So Ruby Rose has been approached to appear in at least one episode of Batwoman later in the season. I don't think this is actually true at all. There's also plans to introduce the real Bruce Wayne further down the line and reveal why he left Gotham. Now, I think that would be an interesting thing to explain on Batwoman, and then maybe if they were to do this, I don't think it's going to happen because we got this covered. So, like, they're not getting it from another source. They're claiming they have sources. So, I know it's complete bullshit, but we're just talking about maybe. What if? Like, in this, at least for this one, I know for sure it's not happening ever. Like, I just don't see we got this cover getting this right. But then again, we didn't expect Superman to ever get a show, let alone appear in the Arrowverse, so anything's possible at this point. Who the fuck knows? But with this, like saying that they're going to introduce the real Bruce Wayne, explain why he left Gotham, maybe that could be a season 1 of a Batman show. Who knows? I just don't see them giving CW the ability to do Batman, but, you know, I think it's interesting to talk about, at least bring up in this video, because if we're talking rumors, that's a big one. I mean, anybody can make that assumption that, you know what, Batman's going to get a show on the CW because they introduced the face of Bruce Wayne with Hush getting his face in Batwoman Season 1. So easily you can spin that to go, okay, well, CW is wanting to do a Batman show. Like, you can easily spin that, which, of course, they did within the article put out about 2 months ago. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on. Now, this next batch of stuff comes from 4chan. That was covered a little bit ago by some different YouTubers that were covering, of course, all the Arrowverse stuff. And I saw them. Didn't really talk about them much, but I want to talk about them more here in depth. Now, these are claimed to be leaks, things that are officially happening, supposedly. I consider them rumors because anybody can go to 4chan and post stuff. Same thing as Reddit, same thing as Facebook, Instagram, wherever, YouTube videos, it doesn't matter. Anybody can go online with a fake account and post shit and claim shit. So for me, I'm not going to sit here and say this is all legit or this is legit leaks, because to me, it's all rumor until it's confirmed or it's shown on an episode. So yeah, you know, because like I said, anybody can say this crap all day. So this one's really exciting, which I would hope this would happen, but hey, it all depends on budget and if, you know, if they actually have the rights to do it. John Diggle will officially become Green Lantern in the Superman Batwoman crossover. They're taking from Kyle Rayner's origin story, with Diggle ending up with the last power ring after the Green Lantern Corps is wiped out. That was Warner's mandate for CW to get to use Green Lantern. Now, I would love for this to happen. Of course, at the end of Arrow Season 8, he opens up a box. There's a green light. We don't see a ring. I feel like maybe that was a thing like where there's only certain limitations. They can't just show a ring. I wish they could have, but they probably were not allowed to. So to jump from that to this is interesting. But then again, we have just heard that they are casting, I mean, apparently they've already casted, or they've already cast the roles for the Green Lantern HBO Max show. I don't know if they're going to allow CW to also do Green Lantern with John Diggle around the same time, roughly. Well, who knows? The HBO Max show is not currently starting to film or anything. We have no idea of when they would start shooting the show. But I just don't see them allowing CW to use Green Lantern while also having this other stuff going on as well. I mean, it's a multiverse situation, so maybe. But for me as a John Diggle fan and as the big pusher for him to become Green Lantern, yes, I would love to see this. Is it going to happen? I don't know, but I would really hope so. out of the rumors, this is the one I wish the most would happen, if it's possible. Next up, I really like this one about Supergirl. The Fatal Five will be the main villains of the final season of Supergirl, which will borrow heavily from Alan Moore's Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. The plan is to end with Supergirl leaving for the 31st century to be with Mon-El and join the Legion of Superheroes. Now, that last little bit just seems like anybody can make up what they think is going to happen to Supergirl at the end. I've heard my own rumors about what's going to happen to Supergirl. Obviously, you know, I'm not going to go into who that source is and who told me this, but I've heard that Supergirl isn't going to die. I don't know any real specifics. I just know that the plan is that they're not going to kill her off because they may want to use her down the road for a crossover event or popping up here and there from time to time if she's available. They don't want to kill her off. Like, they would like to have Melissa Benoist back if she would like to come back for a guest appearance and all that kind of stuff. But anybody can make up saying, okay, 31st century. But if she goes there, that means I don't see her coming back to anything for a crossover or a pop-up here and there. I don't see it happening. But with the Fatal Five, very interesting choice. I would think if the Fatal Five is truly the villains, essentially, of the final season of Supergirl, we're gonna need some more people. We're gonna need some more heroes to kind of help with that, because that's gonna be a tall order. But then again, I think the show needs to do something crazy, because I feel like with season 5, they kind of dropped the ball, in my personal opinion, with a lot of it. So if they're doing Fatal 5, if they're gonna go out and go that crazy with it, by all means go for it, because I want the show to end on a strong note. I feel like it deserves that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. John Cryer, another Supergirl, but also ties into Superman and Lois. John Cryer is in talks to join Superman and Lois as Lex Luthor wants Supergirl wraps. There's already a story in mind for him and the actor who plays an alternate universe Luthor with a unique dynamic with Superman. Now, I think that this is probably not a foregone conclusion that this would happen. I feel like John Cryer needs to interact with Tyler Hoechlin's Superman on Superman and Lois. Like, of course, they brought him in to interact with Supergirl, but when they introduced him, they had already introduced Superman. So the fact is, I don't think we've ever seen them interact yet in the Arrowverse. So what's up with that? You know what I'm saying? But they really should fix that, you know, honestly. And so if they're going to bring John Cryer in for a spot here and there on Superman and Lois, go for it. If this rumor is to be believed, that they've already have a story in mind, at least they're thinking ahead. Because what I would hate for them to do is, if they had no story and they just wanted to bring him in just because they want Lex Luthor against Superman, it's not going to it's not going to be established as well. It's going to come across as, oh, they're just forcing it because, you know, we need to see those two characters together, so bring them together. So at least they got a story in mind, supposedly. Rumor. Who knows? Let's see here. Is there the last one here, revolving around Stargirl, which me and the Ghost finally recorded episode 11 yesterday as I'm recording and uploading this video. Stargirl will be extended to 18 to 22 episodes per season due to its popularity. Next season will have several mini-arcs that converge on the main storyline featuring Eclipso, I think it's how I pronounce that, as the main villain. Okay, well, we've been hearing about that, casting, all that kind of stuff. So, this batch, this last thing here, is involved with the batch of rumors revolving Ruby Rose and real Bruce Wayne coming into Batwoman, Fatal 5 Supergirl, let's see here, what else? John Cryer joining Superman and Lois, and Diggle becoming Green Lantern. All of those last bits are included with this supposed 4chan leak rumors, the Stargirl one. The Stargirl one, with 18 and 22 episodes, I feel like it completely turns us all into rumors and not legit leaks, because as we know, and there's been actors, at least I know for a fact one actor who was interviewed confirmed 13 episodes. Like, you know, they said 13 episodes. They're not getting, there's no extension. They're only doing 13. That kind of tells me that any of the stuff that I was mentioning that it's a part of this 4chan batch could be bullshit, or some of it may be true, some of it may not be true. So I'm going to stick with that. It's all rumor. Because I don't think Stargirl's getting those extended episodes, because they've already said that they're doing 13. That the actor confirmed 13. And they would know, because they have to know how long they're going to be shooting. And if you're shooting for 13 episodes, then you will know that. You would not be told, oh, well, we're going to extend it or whatever. Like, hey, look, you know what? They may extend it further. They may extend it while they're in the process of it. Like, you know, but I would think by now when they go into starting production, they've already started shooting season 2 of Stargirl. They would have already known by now if they're going to make 18 to 22. They wouldn't throw that at them later. Like, they would have it already scheduled to do those amount of episodes. I don't know. But what do you guys think of these rumors? Which one do you think's, which one of the ones out of those do you think are the most legit? Would you, and not saying, like, you know, the other ones are complete bullshit, or maybe you want to list off the ones you think are true and are not true. Which one do you think is most believable, and which one do you want to see happen? So that could be two different answers. You could say the most legit one is Diggle as Green Lantern, but the one you want to see most is maybe Fatal 5 for Supergirl. Who knows? But I'm just curious to know what you guys think about it, because I think all this stuff's really interesting, and there's obviously going to be more rumors and stuff coming out as they continue filming until we get, you know, official confirmation of stuff or episodes start airing. But until then, we're just sitting around waiting for more information about these shows. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.